After the rain last night, my flowers started to wilt, but I don't know why.
Miss Frizzle! Well, let's take a look.
Maybe it's the soil.
How does soil have anything to do with the plant?
Well, it's not just dirt in the soil, soil contains an ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, minerals, and water. They're all crucial to a plant's health. Bacteria, for example, perform important functions such as decomposing organic residues from enzymes released into the soil, and additionally, bacteria can take nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert it into a form that plants can use. The four major bacterial functional groups are decomposers, mutualists, pathogens, and neutrophils.
Wait, what?
It'll make more sense in a sec. Let's hop on the magic school bus. Field trip!
It feels like my skin is burning.
The soil must be too acidic. I feel it too.
But why would the soil be acidic? Did somebody pour soda on it?
Probably not, but it might be because of the rain last night.
How could rain make the soil acidic?
Well, there's a natural phenomenon called acid rain. Acid rain causes microbial activity to decrease, and that can make your plants die.
But what is acid rain?
Why don't we go back to the classroom? This sounds like a good opportunity for an experiment.
Seatbelts, everyone! Here we go!
Acid rain is any form of precipitation with acidic components. It is made when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides enter the atmosphere through wind and air currents. The SO2 and NOx react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form sulfuric and nitric acids.
That sounds so complicated. How are we going to replicate that in our experiment?
Well, it's quite simple to create acid rain actually. All you need to do is create water with the same pH as acid rain.
What's pH?
Well, how acidic something is measured using a pH scale. The scale goes from 0 to 14, and the lower a substance pH is, the more acidic it is. Normal rain has a pH of about 5.6, and acid rain usually has a pH between 4.2 and 4.4.
That sounds easy. Let's go make our acid rain.
It seems like 15 drops of 20% 1 molar sulfuric acid into 100 milliliters of water makes the right pH levels.
Now that we have our acid rain, how do we actually do the experiment?
First, we will extract soil that is 15 centimeters deep in the soil, and then test the soil by doing a serial dilution experiment. This way we can assess the soil before we apply the acid rain. After waiting 2 days, we will apply the acid rain to half the plots and regular rain to the other half the plots. Then we will test the soil again using the serial dilution to conclude if the number of bacteria has decreased. So what do you guys think will happen when acid rain is applied to the soil?
I think the number of bacteria in the soil will be fewer because the acid rain decreases the amount of microbes in the soil.
Me too.
So what do you guys think the different variables are?
The independent variable is the acid rain that is applied to the plots, and the dependent variable is the amount of bacteria in the soil afterwards.
The negative controls are the amount of rain, the sizes of the plots, the amount of sunlight, and the same soil. The control group would be the amount of bacteria in the plot of soil with regular rain.
Let's test it out.
On to montage!
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip with a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing the puss in my neighborhood, surfing on the sine wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at Human Testing, take your second right past Mars on the magic scuba, alligator nostril.
Okay, so we just finished up the experiment and my hypothesis was correct. The amount of bacteria decreased once we added the acid rain.
How come?
Well, we thought it would happen because bacteria thrive in pH levels similar to normal rain, and so the acid rain would result in a much lower soil pH, and the bacteria wouldn't flourish as much. But the pH wasn't affected by our acid rain, and the bacteria still went down. So maybe our acid rain itself just killed off some of the bacteria when we initially poured the rain on.
How about next time? Let's do an experiment that observes the bacteria with more periodic testing over a longer period of time and more applications of acid rain to see how the bacteria population went down.
But I still see a lot of flowers wilting after the rain. Why does it happen so often?
Well, the burning of fossil fuels contributes greatly to acid rain, and downtown burns a lot of fossil fuels, so that's why it can be common.
This day was full of learning.
I had so much fun riding on the Magic School Bus.
Thanks, class. See you tomorrow.
Bye.